Chris cleans up the streamers, I will now tell you that it is now time for the Rumble match. In a moment, the participants who drew number 1 and 2 will enter the ring. Every 60 seconds thereafter, another participant will enter the ring according to the number they drew. Elimination occurs when you are thrown over the top rope and both feet hit the floor. The last man in the ring after all 30 men have entered will be declared the winner and will be awarded an RWA Triple Crown Championship match next year. And now, let us all find out who drew number 1. And now introducing the man who drew number 2.
Get him out here, play music! You've got to be kidding me, Bobby Rossi!
I kid you not, my friend. The commish has left his desk. He's got the legal pad put away, and he's got the tights on. He's ready to do some damage here.
He didn't even tell me he was going to do this.
It's been a long time coming, Simonetti. Oh, now I'm all jazzed up, baby. The gatekeeper is here.
He's not the gatekeeper. He's not the gatekeeper. He's the fucking gate, and he always has been.
We are keeping with tradition here, folks, at RWA. Not only by earning ourselves a TVMA rating,
oh, always,
but by an RWA original, paying tribute by competing in this multi-contender over-the-top battle royale.
I kept telling him, I was like, dude, you can get back in there if you want to. And he kept telling me, nah. Almost like he knew. He's like, he had to wait for the time to be right, and being number 2 is almost as bad as being number 1.
Mike Montero is not always very candid with what his next move may be.
And this could very well be a preview for the show next week as each of these two's groups go head-to-head in 6-man tag action at Proving Ground 6.5. But right now, we have 1-on-1 with Mike Montero and Shay Cash. Oh, boy.
I can see how Montero wants to exploit that leg of Shay Cash here, but you don't want to keep your back turned to a guy like that for too long.
You know, I can say all day long that the other promotions that Mike Montero works for gets the best out of him, but nothing gets the best out of you more than being home. And this is Mike Montero. This is the house that Mike Montero built, and he could very well win this Rumble and become a future champion as a result.
Mike Montero, no stranger to competition, no stranger to the Triple Crown, and no stranger to Shay Cash. But you got to be a little overzealous to think that you can single-handedly get all that beef up over the top rope, my friend.
That is what we used to call the earthquake problem back in the 90s.
Montero now draped over that top rope, but he is a wily veteran, and he's got himself a firm grasp on it.
He's like a snake. He'll slither in and out, and here we got number 3 on the way.
Montero continues to fight with Shea Cash in that corner. But things are now getting a little different, folks. One of the old cannons, if you will, back to do some damage. It appears he's going to team up with a former confidant in Mike Montero in taking on Shady Shea Cash. This is the kind of matchup where temporary alliances happen all the time, and they dissolve just as fast as well.
Oh, wow!
Chris Cruz with a double tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. It appears he's going to team up with Shady Shea Cash, and they're going to eject the commissioner from this matchup as soon as possible. Thick as thieves, these two. Chris Cruz with that hellacious elbow drop.
Honestly, as soon as Mike Montero walked through that curtain, I kept thinking to myself, I was like, boy, I'd like to see him wrestle one-on-one with Shea Cash. Boy, I'd like to see him wrestle one-on-one with Chris Cruz. Boy, I'd like to see him wrestle one-on-one with whoever number 4 is.
Wouldn't want to see him in these kind of predicaments, though, my friend. I certainly agree with you.
Every time I see Mike Montero in a situation like this where he's being double, triple, quadruple teamed, I always think to myself, I need him. He's my champion. Like...
This man has been in the line of many fires in the past.
You also have to understand that Mike Montero has been fighting for the last several months with an injury. Oh, God.
Something we overlook here at the RWA, as well as other promotions. Nonetheless, Chris Cruz and Shady Shea Cash are staying true to their plan and piecing up the gate.
The gate. The ace, baby.
That sounds weird. I'm going to call him the gatekeeper. I hope you don't mind too much, Simonetti.
No, do what you got to do, baby, because that's what he calls himself too. But it's just like that's just my opinion. He looks like he's going for a butterfly pile driver, and number 4 is on the way. AJP is number 4, and he has got a bone to pick with Chris Cruz. Oh, like a spider monkey with a flying kick. AJP on fire. Oh!
The young gun is fired out a full clip on Shea Cash and Chris Cruz.
Oh, wait a minute, Chris Cruz! Chris Cruz! AJP hanging on for dear life, made it back in.
He's in survival mode right now, feigning an elimination attempt. Montero's been bought a little bit of time to recover, and he looks to be back to his feet.
Imagine a tag team match with Mike Montero and AJP on the same side.
Oh, that would be absolute bonkers.
We're getting a preview of it here, but there are no teams in the Renegade Rumble. Chris Cruz tried to save himself holding onto the ropes, but Mike Montero caught him anyway.
You're talking about a pair of fellas who know their tendencies in and out, but AJP now locking up with Shady Shea Cash. He needs to evade all of that beef as much as possible. Do not fight Shea's fight, kiddo.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is get into a fist fight with Shea Cash. Or play poker with Mike Baker. Those are two things you don't want to do.
AJP now. He's in a bad way.
Less than a minute till number 5.
He's in a bad way, but look at how Cash is favoring that left leg of his.
Not to mention the fact that he screwed Theodore Liftington out of minutes earlier is no surprise, considering Shea Cash is coming off a vicious contest last night in Bristol. No wonder he tried to shave minutes. He's not in 100% condition, but right now he's still out here trying to be a double champion.
Countdown has begun. Our 5th entrant is about to make the Renegade Rumble.
Oh, wow, that was low. Here comes number 5. Ricky Rivera. I don't recall if we have seen him in the past or not.
I've seen this kid in training. He is definitely one of the young prospects that we've had our eye on for a while. This is his RWA debut.
That's what I wanted to know.
And it is a baptism by fire. He's unloading upon Shea Cash.
Wait a minute. Oof. That young pistol just learned the hard way. Oh, wait, he ducked it. He ducked it. Oh, he is not, pardon me, Bobby Rossi, TVMA, but he is not taking shit from Shea Cash.
No, he's not. And now as these two here, AJP and Chris Cruz,
both in a dangerous position now. Chris Cruz saving himself by touching the inside of the ring.
The battle ensues on the apron. Things are starting to unravel here. The Renegade Rumble is stacked with a ton of talent.
Oh, that was low. Shea got Mike Montero.
Montero back to his feet.
Super kick to Shea Cash. He just wobbled him. Super kick number 2. Mike Montero. Oh, wait a minute.
And Shea Cash has just been eliminated.
That was goddamn impressive by Mike Montero.
Such velocity behind those super kicks. They're called super for a reason. Shea Cash has been welcomed to the party as the first elimination has taken place in this Renegade Rumble. A #1 contendership up for grabs. That is what each and every one of these combatants are fighting over.
Rivera looks like he's in danger with the ace. AJP staying close to Chris Cruz as number 6 prepares to come to the ring. Number 6. Every time I see this man, I just want to sip my beverage out of him.
And folks, for those of you watching at home, I do want to stress the fact that a Rumble technically is no disqualification. So Pimp Daddy Apple Cinnamon, legally speaking, has every right to use that megaphone.
Chris Cruz was going for that axe kick.
Pimp Daddy Apple Cinnamon now engaged in combat with Chris Cruz, stomping a chud hole out of him and walking it dry. Ricky Rivera now spins him around, and this kid is built like a brick shithouse, I tell you.
Oh, the shittiest brick house if I've ever seen one.
I see what you did there.
I always wanted to open a barbecue restaurant called Brick's Hit House. I think that would have been perfect. However, somehow Apple Cinnamon is still wearing sunglasses.
Many mysteries in this Renegade Rumble, one of which will be who is the lone survivor. Because, folks, how you win this contest is just that. You must be the last contender standing in this matchup at the end of it all.
Chris Cruz going for some kind of a back suplex on AJP.
It's one way to dismantle your opponent's midsection.
Let me ask you something, Bobby Rossi, because I've been saying this for years. Everybody always says, oh, it's always the worst to draw number 1, but it's just as bad to draw number 2.
I really don't see if one's worse over the other, but AJP now, he's hanging out for dear life. Chris Cruz is doing the same, both of which are trying to escape an elimination as they fight for their contendership hopefulness.
Number 7 keying up. AJP still in danger out on the apron. Oh, here we go, Danny Rivera.
And you can see the brothers now linking up. This is the numbers game that you must play, but a meeting of the minds takes place via Pimp Daddy Apple Cinnamon.
What kind of experience would you say these brothers have?
I would say beginner's experience. This is certainly not their first time in the ring, but it's certainly their first Rumble, and it is their first sanctioned matchup ever.
Opportunity with RWA is opportunity, and we like to give those opportunities to the young and upcoming superstars. And these guys look like they could have a bright future ahead of them if they don't get their chests turned into hamburger meat.
The bird. The bird is the word.
Stop. He doesn't have any nipples left.
Chris Cruz has been in plenty of Renegade Rumbles, plenty of Battle Royales. You can see he's taking his time and he's picking and choosing his shots wisely, forming temporary alliances that bode well for him. Ugh! Pimp Daddy Apple Cinnamon to his feet, runs into the buckles, and unwisely he's leaving himself near the perimeter of the ring. That is not where you want to be in this kind of matchup. You want to stay towards the center as much as possible.
I apologize. And Ricky, is that Ricky Rivera in the blue?
Ricky Rivera in the blue, Danny Rivera in the red, yes.
Almost had Pimp Daddy in a bad way. Big axe handle. Danny Rivera taking it to Chris Cruz.
Pair of eye gouges between AJP and Pimp Daddy Apple Cinnamon.
They can't see nothing. Mike Montero taking advantage of the opportunity and putting a knee in the face of Stephen Broad, and he's almost out of there.
Pimp Daddy hangs on for dear life. He throws the insecurity in the process.
Oh, 10 seconds away from another entrant here at the Renegade Rumble. Mike Montero using the guardrail to save himself. You want to talk about a man in his first year of wrestling competition and his 50th year in life? The Giant Grasshopper is now entering the Renegade Rumble.
He's no stranger to Rumbles, as he recently just took place in the annual Veteran Slam for the House of Bricks just a couple weeks ago. And you can also see that he's not in a quick rush to get inside the ring.
Mike Montero still playing a balancing act on the guardrail, and the commish is back in the dish. I referred to the ring as the dish. I couldn't think of anything else to rhyme with that.
I was just going to play off of it, man. That wasn't that bad. Ooh, kick to the midsection by Pimp Daddy Apple Cinnamon. Thrown the same by Mike Montero. This ring is starting to fill up, Simonetti. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. You've been in Rumble matches before. When it starts to get full like this, what do you believe the best strategy to employ is?
Start throwing people out. That's usually the best strategy.
Well, this is a match of survival.
Oh! Pimp Daddy just took the buckles with everything he had. Danny Rivera got a kick in the head, and Ricky Rivera beating up the Grasshopper. But the Grasshopper is much larger than Ricky.
Certainly got him beat in the height department.
Oh, and an axe kick to the lower back. Oh, my God!
And the Grasshopper has just been taken out of commission.
There'll be no chirping in that backyard tonight.
Welcome to the party, Ricky and Danny. Grasshopper to his
Oh, wait
feet.
a minute! Some heavy hands from the Grasshopper. Danny Rivera could be in danger with Stephen Broad. Oh, you weren't kidding. You weren't kidding, Bobby. This ring is filling up quick, and we've got another one on the way. Like DJ Khaled, here comes another one. Oh, number 9! Oh, wait a minute! German suplex! Duck under! German suplex! This bitch is bringing you to Suplex City, bitch!
Oh, wait, Chris Cruz blocks the attempt, and he throws her into the buckles.
He wasn't about to. Wait, duck under the clothesline. Wait a minute! German suplex!
You get a suplex, and you get a suplex.
Oprah Winfrey of the Renegade
Everybody
Rumble.
gets a suplex!
That's her son, damn it!
Allegiance is aside. There's gold on the line, my friend.
An opportunity at it anyway. I remember the last time I was in the Renegade Rumble. I eliminated myself. I'm stupid. I wanted the head of King Leon a lot more than I wanted the belt. Oh!
The suplex sweetheart has been taken out of competition. She ran into this match a house of fire.
Wait a minute, Chris Cruz! Chris Cruz over the top and hanging on! Oh, he's stuck into the bottom rope.
Giant Grasshopper throwing elbows at Ricky Rivera. He's looking Daddy Apple Cinnamon on the prowl as well.
Chris Cruz looking for that Rick Martel, Bob Backlund number. That one where he's always in danger, but he's still in there.
He effectively flaws the suplex sweetheart again with a thumb to the eye.
Oh, Grasshopper. Grasshopper was over the top and rolled back in under the legs of Stephen Broad. Wait a minute. Stephen Broad up in the corner. Stephen Broad up in the corner in danger. Apples in the moon. We just gouged the mask. Oh, here we go. It's a big one. Number 10. Number 10 on the way. Who could it be? You want to talk about a Spitfire who made his debut for RWA not too long ago. Taking losses to Ricky Santana and Isana. Even the Mighty Bosch. Could tonight be his chance to regain some face and become a number one contender?
He's a very young, hungry prospect, but he is heavily outnumbered here. He's no stranger to Rumbles, but he's still very much within his first year of competition. Alfonso Pollock duking it out with the suplex sweetheart.
Both of the rookie Riveras are still in there. In fact, there's only really been one elimination thus far, if I'm not mistaken. And that was Shea Cash, number 1.
Spot on. Everybody else has been in this matchup.
There are 9 people in the ring as we speak.
No other eliminations have taken place.
Oh, boy.
So much damage being inflicted. The number 1 contendership to our Triple Crown is on the line.
Cruz and AJP have not separated for the majority of this match. Mike Montero, who came in basically at number 1, but number 2, trying to regain his bearings in the corner. Alfonso Pollock making a smart move, being the freshest man, but keeping his wind, keeping his air, staying in a corner, picking his spots.
This is certainly not a sprint by any stretch. It is clearly a marathon. And if you could hold your own in something like this and end up the sole survivor, well, that says something about you. More than most of this game is mental, ladies and gentlemen, and you must have your wits about you in a matchup such as this.
And if there's one thing that I can say about people in the wrestling business, we are mental. So right now, everybody in that ring has an opportunity. Coming up with sweet number 11. See, now I got to come up with another adjective for 16. Oh! Not Frank Bones' first night in the RWA, but I'll tell you, it's his first opportunity at winning a shot at the Triple Crown Championship, that's for sure. Been training under Mike Hollow as of late.
And you can see it certainly paying off. I mean, I've seen a lot of untapped potential in both members of CIA, but Frank Bones this past year, in my opinion, has elevated his game in several ways.
Frank Bones definitely knows how to show up.
Pollock now taking out both of the Rivera brothers single-handedly. He's looking fierce. He is a ball of fire.
Oh, Ricky Rivera's out on the floor. Oh, wait a minute. Is Pollock going for the Rivera Deuce? Oh,
yes,
Danny.
He is.
Wait a minute, Mike Montero.
Ooh! Right in the mush with a super kick. Pollock is thrown ass over tea kettle.
And that's it.
You know, I got to say it. I mean, I've had my eye on this kid for a couple of months.
Yeah, Montero, you're right. He's a fantastic untapped talent.
No, I'm not talking about Montero. He's proven himself over I don't know how many times, but this Alfonso Pollock, he had an impressive showing. He just needs to keep his eye on his goddamn competitors.
Yeah, that's the one thing I noticed here in his RWA tenure thus far. He spends too much time, John, with the referees, the audience, the ring announcer, all of that.
It's a matter of focus. It's always a matter of focus, Simonetti. But he lives to fight another day. Maybe I get a word or two with him. Nonetheless, we've got a lot more action right in the ring, folks. Frank Bones is our most recent entrant. So in my opinion, he has the greatest chances of coming out with a victory here tonight.
But he's got a low viscosity level. It's easy to throw into the air. Like right now, the Grasshopper's got him in danger. All right, Jackie Sparks. Ring announcer at one time or another for the RWA and RICW regular.
Seems to be forging an alliance with Isana.
Oh! Sorry for having a dick, Pimp Daddy, Apple Cinnamon. Oh! The hard throw and out goes Stephen Broad. Oh, they hit the Grasshopper in the armpits. That sucks.
That is one way to take your wind out. Nonetheless, Sparks and Isana have got themselves an alliance between the two of them. Sparks now making her way to the other side of the ring.
Well, it's hard being a female wrestler in this business. You got to team up where you can.
Montero, the number 2 entrant, still in this matchup, folks. As is Chris Cruz, as is AJP. We've seen a couple of eliminations take place. And it looks as if another may be. No, I sit corrected. An elevated backbreaker thrown by Mike Montero to Jackie Sparks.
Oh, wait a minute. Frank Bones going for the gusto on Mike Montero.
Chris Cruz continues to lock up with AJP, but back to Frank Bones and Montero.
Trying to make a statement to throw out Mike Montero. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Frank Bones. Frank Bones hanging on.
That is certainly an advantage here at the RWA. We've got the low boy ring. Nonetheless, Frank Bones hanging on to that bottom rope with every fiber of his being.
See, that's the thing. Frank Bones knows if he throws out Mike Montero, not only is he making a statement in the RWA, but he knows I'm sitting here, and that's my champion. He knows exactly what he's doing. Number 13, Frank the Crank.
RWA original right here, folks. We're keeping up with tradition, and it's about to get cranky.
Cranky Franklin giving everyone elbows and knees. Oh, they're all coming after him.
Doesn't work too well now, does it?
Especially at his size. Jacqueline Sparks go for a ride. AJP almost dove over the top rope out of the way.
Big man now reverses the whip on Chris Cruz. Blocks the crossbody attempt into a fall-away slam. Beautifully done.
He's got Montero.
Oh! Draped over his knee.
That was not pretty, but it was effective.
Grasshopper wants to go shot for shot with Frank the Crank, and I applaud his courage, but I think he's a little outgunned in this one.
Oh, big Grasshopper. Oh, he just took a boot to the sternum. Oh, no. Oh! Grasshopper gone. That is not the kind of elimination that is good for the knees, Bobby Rossi.
No, it is not. And I got to say here, Frank the Crank being the most recent entrant, in my opinion now, he has the advantage, especially being as large as he is. He's going to be very difficult to eliminate. He and Frank Bones now have a meeting of the minds there in the corner. Oh, looks as if the alliance between Jacqueline Sparks and Isana has dissolved.
Well, there are no teams in here, but ridiculous an idea for Jackie Sparks to do that. Oh, my Dick Buster brother, Tom Billington. Coming off of an unfortunate loss of the Hype title. And his match earlier this evening, Tom Billington like a house of fire.
A man who has wandered amongst the wilderness of professional wrestling for many years. Some would say that he reached his pinnacle here in 2019. He is all business in the Renegade Rumble.
He needed a little guidance. I saw something special in him, and now we have a completely different Terror Tom Billington in this ring that we did at the beginning of the year, that's for sure.
Thanks a lot. I want a refund.
What's happening?
I'm not too sure.
Oh, well, Chris Cruz had had enough.
Well, this isn't a time for talk. This is a time to rumble.
The Renegade Rumble. There's a lot of bodies in that ring, and we are less than a minute away from the next entrant.
Billington's blocking an elimination attempt, and he does so very well. All these other competitors have finally made it to their feet. The back chop thrown to Frank the Crank has just angered him, and AJP gets chopped out of his feet.
Wait a minute, Mike Montero got Frank Bones! Frank Bones hanging on, still back up under the bottom rope.
Montero knows if he pushes him off the ledge, he can count that as an elimination. Isana now sees a vulnerable Montero.
Oh, wait a minute. He's been in there since the beginning. Still hanging on. Montero and Isana, no strangers to each other either. Tom Billington trying to think smart and unhook the legs around the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. Montero not taking that shit from anybody. Mike Montero just absolutely blasted the garbage out of Carlos V. He told me earlier that there's a good chance he wants to bring Puerto Rican blood back to the locker room here at the RWA, but there's a good chance that he just got it spilled. Montero is not screwing around with this guy.
The #1 contendership to our richest prize, the Triple Crown, is up for grabs in this matchup. And folks, it has gone on now for the better part of 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of time has elapsed, and all of our competitors are starting to look worse for wear.
Mike Montero, who's been in it since the very beginning, just unleashed hell on our most recent entrant. And I want to know the goddamn story here, baby. But right now, we've got a lot of potential eliminations.
Isana, having been in there since the first 10 entrants, AJP, Chris Cruz, Mike Montero amongst that same company. You gotta wonder how much of their card is left, considering the time that they have spent in this mosh pit. Jackie Sparks now with a knee lift to the midsection of Frank Bones.
I just got an update on the Carlos V situation. Don't test the ace. End of conversation.
A bridge I've never had to cross, thankfully.
No, I'm waiting for the day I'm healthy, so maybe I can try, but hasn't happened yet. All right, after making his return in a successful bid last month against Alfonso Pollock, Michael Santana has now entered the Renegade Rumble, and his old tag team partners in the ring too, Frank the Crank.
Reunions are always a joyous time, but now is not the time to celebrate. Now is the time to survive.
Some tandem offense. Wait a minute. He's going to the top floor. Oh, with an elbow drop.
That rooftop elbow hits its target. Frank Bones appears to be out on his feet.
Oh!
And he is out of the Rumble. Definitively eliminated. Frank the Crank now is asphyxiating Mike Montero with a boot over the throat. It's not looking too good for the second entrant of the Renegade Rumble. Both he, Chris Cruz, and AJP, our earliest entrants, remain in this contest. 16 competitors in. 14 remain, if I'm not mistaken. Tom Billington locking horns with Mike Santana doesn't bode very well for him, but that's a good strategy. Take one of the newer entrants out as soon as possible. Lifting dead weight really sucks, but weight that doesn't fight back is the kind of weight you need to be lifting.
Yes. Like, I don't know how much trouble I ever had with a box. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the Proving Ground original Derek Conway making his entrance known here in the Renegade Rumble. I didn't even see him enter. Did he hop the guardrail?
I don't see him in this matchup.
He's right in the middle of the ring with Mike Montero.
Oh! How elusive can one be?
Him and Mike Montero have been going tit for tat for months. Oh! I am not surprised he went right for Mike Montero.
The bad blood between these two continues to boil.
As far as Derek Conway is concerned, he should be the Proving Ground champion after level 5, and I can't disagree with him, but yet Mike Montero still holds the belt. Derek Conway has referred to Mike Montero on more than one occasion as a false god.
Certainly the bitterness between these two is going to be a factor in this matchup, but I implore both of them to keep their eyes on the prize, and that is the #1 contendership that is up for grabs.
Mike Montero has been taking a beating since the moment this match started. Chris Cruz eliminated.
Both Mike Montero and AJP are the oldest entrants, if you will. They've spent the most amount of time in this matchup at this point.
Derek Conway, smart move. He was going to go after Isana and decided she was a little busy and just hung back in the corner to keep fresh.
You want to preserve yourself in a situation like this. It's like walking onto a field of landmines.
Look! The entire Phoenix regime is trying to toss out Frank the Crank.
A for team effort, but Frank the Crank does not appear to be going anywhere. Santana makes the save with at the nick of time. countdown boils. Entrant number 18 making their way to the ring.
Oh, wait a minute. Mike Montero, Nick Marchand, two men that are responsible for each other's demise here in the RWA, facing off one more time.
Both men are looking at one another amidst all of the hell that's taking place. We talk about bad blood, we talk about feuds. There's some unfinished business between Marchand and Montero. And I don't think either one of them cares about the Triple Crown right now.
Derek Conway interrupting this moment. The bad blood boiling over with everybody. Marchand and Montero just laid waste to everybody, and now it is back to one-on-one. Wait a minute! Harry Brooks!
You gotta be kidding
Harry
me.
Brooks! No! That son of a bitch!
The lackey of Nick Marchand, responsible for an elimination. There's no disqualifications in this matchup. It's going to stand.
Referee getting in between, and Montero wants to tear this young boy apart.
Montero having been screwed out of a potential #1 contendership.
What is happening here? Is everybody in this match giving the other a chokehold?
A chain of chin locks has been foiled.
As our next entrant comes out to the ring, number 19, Stephen Lust of the Middlesex Express.
Stephen Lust unloading upon Frank the Crank. He looks at the suplex sweetheart. Ends up eating a forearm in the process. Twofer.
You know how much it kills me that I can't be in there?
I can understand that kind of pain.
Oh, wait a minute, Isana up and over, but saves on the apron. Lusty Stevens just took an elbow to the face. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, is that it? Is that it? Oh, that's it.
And Isana.
Carlos V still hopelessly trying to make friends. Both feet touch the floor, and Carlos V is out of there.
Marchand now draped over that top rope. He stops an elimination attempt by Stephen Lust.
Stephen Lust taking it to Frank the Crank.
Oh! Billington unloads upon the showman. Most of the other contenders are too beaten up to continue fighting. And that is very typical in a Rumble matchup just like this. More than 30 minutes have elapsed. Lust is on his feet, having been the most recent entrant.
He's going after Conway. There's still a lot of bodies in that ring as milestone number 20.
Oh my Lord.
The monster of all monsters, Kevin Giles.
Frank the Crank is no longer the biggest man in this matchup. He now has to do battle with that beast.
Look at that former tag team partners, Derek Conway and Kevin Giles.
The time for friendship is over. The time for allegiance is well beyond us.
Well, not only that, but Conway got elbowed out of an opportunity to win the Proving Ground title only a month ago because of Kevin Giles. Everybody trying to double, triple, quadruple team the Giant, because it's the only way they're going to get him out of this match.
A man of that size clearly has an advantage. He's got Stephen Lust by the throat. It's going to take so much offense to take him out of the competition. He being Kevin Giles.
Oh, wait, he's got both of them goozled. Wait a minute. Oh!
A pair of choke slams applied by that one man right there, Kevin Giles. He's got himself a hold of the showman now, too.
Oh! Double arm choke slam. Oh, Stephen Lust went low. That's exactly what Montero had to do to survive, and that's what anybody has to do to survive. Kick him in the cherries.
A little bit of hot sauce served to Kevin Giles. He struggles to stay on his feet using that top rope for a little extra added support.
Are we seeing a unification of the Dick Busters and the Middlesex Express? You want to talk about two teams that have been basically married to each other for the last year.
Shotguns aplenty as these kicks are unloading. Tom Billington now looking to stop himself from being eliminated. Stephen Lust thought he got the job done, but he didn't.
Ricky Santana in danger. Number 21, another big man, the Mighty Bosch. Handing out clotheslines. Oh, he just got caught by Derek Conway. Conway has done more in the way of hiding and keeping himself fresh, but AJP just took him down. Oh, and there goes Conway.
Derek Conway has been eliminated.
I would bear to say that I'm pretty sure Conway got what he came for, and that was a piece of Mike Montero. But a shot at the Triple Crown title wouldn't have been too bad.
Talk about a silver lining.
Oh, wait a minute. Giles and the Mighty Bosch. Oh, and those elbows are no joke. Oh, no. Oh, on the rebound. Frank the Crank wants to get involved.
I want in on this. It's going to make you cranky. And you wouldn't like me when I'm cranky.
Oh, man. The three largest contenders of this battle are looking at one another.
Wait a minute. You do not want to exchange hands with these kinds of monsters. What is happening? Oh! A triple ton clothesline!
Giles, Bosch, and Crank are all completely ejected. The gas has run out, and right now I would say that it is still anyone's ball game.
Jacqueline Sparks is still here. It's anyone's ball game. Oh, wait a minute, Ricky Santana! Michael Santana. Oh, Izzy Starr, number 22. Jacqueline Sparks is in major danger. Oh!
Izzy Starr is throwing out hand strikes, and I am catching a contact high. AJP backed into the buckles. Billington trying to eliminate the Mighty Bosch, and single-handedly that is a tall order if you ask me.
There is a lot of meat and still in that Rumble, and not a lot of bodies left.
Bosch sizing up Billington. Izzy Starr wants to go shot for shot with the mighty Bosch. That's not a wise choice, in my opinion.
It's not mighty smart.
Wait a minute. We've got Nick Marchand. He's not been eliminated from this matchup, but he's currently taking his seat in the front row. He's taking his time right now, and that's actually a pretty smart move.
Pretty sure he rolled out under the bottom. Mighty Bosch! Oh!
Mighty butt. Tom Billington is not looking too good right now.
Oh, he's looking a bit shit-faced at the moment.
I see what you did there.
Yes. Tom Billington out of it enough to be petting the referee. Mighty Bosch headbutting Stephen Lost over and over. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! AJP! AJP! Just eliminated 800 pounds on average.
That is a complete and utter game changer, Simon Eddy. The two bigger behemoths of this matchup have been taken out.
Wait a minute! Local legend Wolverine entering with his manager and former partner Danger Boy Alfredo.
Wait a minute. Izzy Starr has gotten everybody on somewhat of the same page here. We have a deep breathing exercise taking place.
And the problem with deep breathing around Izzy is that he emits this smell that is not so far off from patchouli and homelessness. Are we seeing, is this a drum circle? What is this?
I'm not quite sure what's taking place. I've seen a lot of competition in my years, Simon Eddy, but Izzy Starr appears to be micro-dosing and or passing around a joint. There's a cipher taking place, and Nick Marchand is not allowed to join in.
What do they got, hashish? What is this? Oh no! Oh no, there's still people in the cipher that didn't get a hit.
This is disgusting. I do not abide by the abuse of marijuana, and that is a marijuana abuse. You smoke
You
it to
treat
the
your
end.
marijuana pretty well.
I always have. Mighty Bosch appears to have had his buzz wear off as he is taking it straight to Wolverine.
I mean, was that a weed? Like, I don't... Oh, wait a minute! Sid Morrigan coming into the RWA Renegade Rumble. The second to the Mighty Bosch, and she is not playing around.
Having been the assistant to the Mighty Bosch, now she has witnessed
Oh, wait a
lot
minute!
of competition.
Wolverine! Oh my God, be careful with him!
Billington taking a bite out of the Mighty Bosch's midsection.
Sid very out of place in the ring because this is not her wheelhouse. Oh, they're grabbing onto patches of the permanent coat of Mighty Bosch. Oh, the ripping and the tearing.
That's gross. That is very not sanitary.
Oh, wait a minute. Stephen Luster's got a mouthful of hair. Was Izzy trying to touch her inappropriately? What was happening?
I'm not sure what's going on anymore. And Stephen Lust is getting cheeky with Nick Marchand in the Renegade Rumble here.
AJP is still in this match. I believe he is the most tenured person in the ring right now at number, I believe it's 4.
You're spot on, my friend.
You just apologize. I'll pretend it didn't happen.
Billington trying to get a couple of words in with Nick Marchand. This is neither the time nor the place.
I'm very close to you.
Sid getting taken to task in the corner. Our next entrant is 3, 2, 1, here. Number 25. That's my pick.
He was eliminated first in the 8-man elimination tag team matchup. Dick Lane's got a forced choke on the hold of Izzy Starr here. He applies one to AJP.
Up and down with the force of 1,000 suns.
Stephen Lust is fighting Dick Lane with his own powers of the mind.
Oh, he kicked him in the penis.
Lust over that top rope, he gets eliminated.
Stephen Lust has been eliminated.
Nick Marchand off the ropes, going to get rid of the Lane. Low bridge. Nick Marchand is gone.
Nick Marchand has been eliminated.
No, all right. Yes. Nick Marchand, reasonable in defeat. Kind of. We've got 2 Dick Busters in the ring right now playing patty cake with the Mighty Bosch.
Another temporary alliance forged and foiled here in the Renegade Rumble of 2019. I want to remind our viewers from home, these contenders are battling for the number 1 contendership to our Triple Crown.
Oh, this is a lot of force, baby! Only in America. Oh, wait, a temporary alliance of Reefer Madness. Number 26 on their way. Chris Dozer.
Having already been in competition earlier tonight, some would say that Dozer is at somewhat of a disadvantage, but he's had ample time to recover, and he looks to be very strong in the later phases of this Renegade Rumble, where the majority of his competition has already taken a lot of offense.
Oh, he's going after Izzy Starr. Or is he?
Izzy Starr is looking for a moment of friendship, and Dozer is not about it.
Not about to play this game with Izzy Starr. Oh, there was a stiff elbow. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Dozer's gotten himself caught in a flash of crosstown traffic.
A running bulldog in the middle of the ring. Izzy trying to get momentum from the audience. Low bridge! Oh, wait, he saves himself out on the apron. Oh, and there's that shot from Dozer, and Izzy's gone. AJP still in there. My pick, Dick Lane. Who's your pick, Bobby?
Oh, my pick is no longer in this matchup. I was going to say Chris Cruz.
You got to pick a new pick.
All right, well, I'm going to go with Chris Dozer then. And it's mostly because his first name is Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
Bobby Rossi giving kisses to the Chris's.
expert advice, kiddos. Ooh! AJP now locking horns with one half of the Hollywood Balls. Single-handedly trying to eliminate him. I'm not so sure how well that's going to pan out.
It's a lot of interesting people still in this ring. Most surprisingly, Sid Morgan. Oh, wait a minute! Not very often we see the brand here, but they also coming off of a stint as being RWA Tag Team Champions earlier this year. Chaz Marinelli.
He's got himself an advantage entering the Renegade Rumble at this point.
Hop step off of AJP with a flying kick to the midsection. Chris Dozer, there's a super kick on AJP. Oh, Dozer not playing around. Oh, and Marinelli catches a kick. Oh, flying Enziguri just kicked AJP in the eye.
No, that was the temple.
Don't correct me.
AJP with a face full of buckle. Marinelli's looking strong.
Or did the buckle get a face full of AJP?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B, I'd go with. Bosch now looking to make an elimination and possibly an example out of our fourth entrant here in this Rumble.
Mighty Bosch not intimidated by Chris Dozer one bit.
Dick Lane now, he's in the grasp of Chaz Marinelli.
And down to the floor goes Dick Lane.
Dozer and Bosch continue to unload on one another, shot for shot. Another horse fight taking place in this ring. Dick Lane now evading an elimination attempt. Gouge of the eyes, as it is perfectly legal in this matchup.
I mean, theoretically, murder is perfectly illegal in this matchup.
Sid Morgan now stops herself from elimination.
Next entrant coming into the Rumble, number 28, Theodore Liftington. He got screwed out of the hype title earlier, but now a late number could spell success for him now.
Having ample time to recover, Theodore J. Liftington is in a very healthy position for the Renegade Rumble matchup. He now looks to eliminate Chris Dozer, I think.
That's a heavy man.
Oh, he's sending him into the former hype champion himself with Tom Billington.
Irish whip. Oh! Oh, this is an orgy of meat and sweat.
And that is how to throw your weight around along with everybody else's.
Everybody dies. Theodore Liftington,
such a gentleman.
but she slapped him.
Please, I implore you. This is dangerous for you to be.
He's so chivalrous, but he's selling Sid awfully short. She's here to rumble.
As he gently places her. Oh! That was the most gentlemanly elimination that there could have been.
He and Bosch now are having words with one another.
Many, many words.
The number one contendership is still up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. Viewers from home, that is what all of these combatants are fighting over.
All right, number 29 getting ready to come out here. Only 2 more entrants in this 30-person Renegade Rumble. Oh, the jukebox hero himself, number 29! Oh, and the Mighty Bosch is eliminated.
Connor and Liftington now are doing battle. Beautiful snapmare takeover. Basement drop kick.
Rocking and rolling that Jack Connor.
And AJP, I'm surprised he's still in this matchup too. Having been in there so long, the 4th entrant getting pieced apart by Jack Connor.
I'd like to tell you it's predictable who number 30 is, but I never received an actual list of people in this match, so I don't have no idea.
Oh, all right then.
If you know Bobby Rossi, you keep it a surprise for another minute and 28 seconds.
Well, I'm not allowed to really know anything, so I don't know who's coming out next.
Wait a minute! Out to the apron. He's still safe. Jack Connor, wait, another low bridge, but AJP up from behind on Chris Dozer. Time for you to make another pick. Are there any more Chris's?
There are no more Chris's in this matchup. So my pick is going to be, well, I mean, AJP's still in this matchup thus far. Yeah, he's going to be my pick to win.
Dick Lane trying to rip the puffy nipples off of Theodore Liftington, or TJ Liftington as you called him.
I called him TJ Liftington, that's right. I don't think he likes it that very much.
Never heard that one before.
He threw me a scowl. Dick Lane now has Theodore J. Liftington up against those ropes.
And I got to tell you, it has been a very long night here in the RWA. This match by rote, 60 minutes, just to get everyone out there, never mind the conclusion. Oh, he just kicked Dick Lane in the face.
Billington and Connor now engaged in battle. And our last entrant is about to make their way to the arena, folks. Who, oh, who will it be?
Number 30, the Brick, David Baker. Already sent Hot Shot Deshaun to the hospital, and AJP has not forgotten.
Well, that's not the first time that's happened. David Baker seems to have a serious gripe against Deshaun, and he's taking it out on AJP right now. And my pick for the Rumble has just been eliminated. Lariato!
David Baker's vision isn't good, so just take it. Jack Connor facing off with David Baker, and we have 5 men remaining in this contest.
All the entrants have made their way into the ring, folks. The last contender, the last one standing on their feet, will be the number 1 contender to our Triple Crown, as Jack Connor looks to go chop for chop with David Baker. Oh, a fool's errand, if you ask me. Big swing and a miss.
Oh, you do not want to back chop David Baker.
And Tom Billington rolls underneath the bottom rope and makes his way to the backstage area. I think he's just run out of this Rumble. Oh! Jack Connor fights to stay alive in this match.
Oh, he's still hanging on. He's still on the apron. Oh! When testicles meet middle rope.
David Baker has been in way too many of these. He's literally seen every trick in the book.
And all 4 of these men still remaining.
What the hell does Billington have in his hand?
They all realize that David Baker is the threat, being the freshest and meanest son of a bitch in that match.
Collectively, Billington, Liftington, and Lane have gotten on the same page. They are looking to snuff out the fire known as David Baker, who, in my opinion, yes, he is the biggest threat in this matchup thus far, being the 30th entrant. Oh, mistimed lariat by Tom Billington. Assists the elimination. Baker now sends Billington to the apron.
Oh, and he's out!
Oh, no.
All that is left is a Dick and Dick Lane.
David Baker has been searching for that Triple Crown Championship for 4 years. Dick Lane has done the same. Now the two of them stand as the last survivors of the Renegade Rumble. A #1 contendership to said title is on the line.
The only difference between the two is David Baker has actually gotten to hold the Triple Crown Championship and Dick Lane has not. In fact, Dick Lane has yet to achieve any championship success here in his years at the RWA, and right now he has got the best opportunity in the world to become the #1 contender.
He launches himself off the ropes and he ends up amidst his own offense via David Baker.
Wait a minute! David! Up and over on the apron in the danger zone! But he's got Dick Lane by the hair! Oh, wait a minute! David Baker still in it!
He's not, both feet did not touch the floor. Dick Lane thought he had him eliminated. He's gonna have to piece up his opponent that much further. Dick Lane has him right in his crosshairs. He continues to leap in with forearms, dazing his opponent that much more.
He needs to keep firing!
He's looking to stagger him to the point where all he has to do is drape him over that top rope. Much easier said than done.
But yeah, exactly. That's a mistake. David Baker is a big, heavy man. The last thing you want to do is knock him out cold.
Dick Lane ducks the lariat attempt.
I've never seen anybody bypass the Hadouken like that. No. Power bomb.
Dick
Slips
Lane
down
makes
the
his way
back.
out of it.
There's the Hadouken. Step up. Oh, here we go. And the knee right to the face. Wait a minute. Chris Cruz is out here on the floor. David Baker has been eliminated. David Baker has been eliminated. Where's the bell? Wait a minute. Where's the bell?
There's no bit. Neither one of these referees has signaled for it. So our timekeeper's doing his job as he should be.
Where's the bell?
David Baker eliminated, but none of the referees saw it.
Wait a minute. No! Wait, no! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dick Lane threw David Baker over the top rope and the referees didn't see it because of Chris Cruz.
There seems to be a lot of confusion at ringside.
Wait.
The spread of the virus is what this pandemic is exposed.
What the hell is happening?
Anything about it. 48 suicides.
Guess who? You miss me?
They wanna see blood. They wanna see
31! Oh, Big Daddy did not like the way this turned out.
This match is not quite over, kids. We were under the impression that this was a 30-entrant Rumble match. We were wrong.
Oh, David Baker is in danger of dying. Oh!
Two of the meanest competitors on the RWA roster are locking horns right now. And T Phoenix is completely incensed. He is unleashing holy hell upon David Baker.
I will allow it.
David Baker's up on that middle rope.
Oh!
It's a super kick. And out you go.
That's it.
Team Phoenix will yet again be doing battle for the Triple Crown Championship. I don't believe it. Just when you count the big man out, he comes back to prove us wrong. RWA has always been his home away from home, and for far too long, he has idly stood by and watched this place damn near fall apart. Team Phoenix executing some justice here tonight as we keep with tradition.
If you've learned anything, it's one thing, and that is you don't put your hands on the son of T Phoenix. And right now, T Phoenix has a guaranteed shot at the Triple Crown Championship. But you can't help but feel for Dick Lane. This was Dick Lane's match. He won this match. They fucked him. There's no other way to put it.
I mean, our official staff, they had their backs turned to all the action, and we don't make judgments based on instant replay in our sport. So I would behoove the powers that be, I would urge the powers that be to take a look at the footage. But as it currently stands, the number one contender is T Phoenix.
And Dick Lane's streak of bad luck continues. But look, in my position here in this company, I tell you one thing. I saw it front row and center. This will not go unrectified. We will find a way. But right now, your winner of the Renegade Rumble, Big Daddy, T Phoenix. Wait a minute.
As the bad blood continues to boil over here in the Chop Shop, we are going to do our best to keep things under control. There are a lot of tempers flaring, and it's insensibly hot. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my broadcast colleague, Derek Simonetti, and everyone here at the RWA, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight as we have kept with tradition. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled, and be sure to join us next month as we do battle here in the Chop Shop yet again. All details on the event will be on our Facebook page.
We're done. Yeah.
You know, I had every intention on staying away. I really did. But not while shit like this is gonna happen.
Hey, shut your damn mouth. Shut your damn mouth.
So here's what's gonna happen. Next month, here at the Chop Shop, the Phoenix Legacy against Baker and Cruz.
I've been here every time we've ever stepped in the ring. Just another notch on the belt, man. Watch your face. Don't forget. Watch out for Coco.
Dick Lane.
You're the real winner, man.
Yeah, you got screwed.
Hardcore. They got screwed.
And after me and AJ are done whooping their asses, I'll have an answer to your situation as well.
You know, it's all nice and great that you decided to come out here and serve justice to Baker and Cruz. But this was supposed to be my moment. You coming out here, number 31, That's you taking the spotlight from me.